Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. Mike Shanahan fired by the Redskins as expected early this morning. And, Shanahan 24-40 as head coach of the Redskins. Certainly the highlight of his tenure was last year. They won the NFC East. But then almost immediately after, when you had Robert Griffin get hurt in that playoff game, you can really go back to that date and time. And since then, it's been a rocky road for Mike Shanahan in Washington. The whole debate on if RG3 should have been left in there, should have been taken out, the whole offseason drama that followed. You have a situation in Washington where, the owner and the quarterback are sort of attached at the hip and seem to be very close. Okay, the Redskins gave a lot up for RG3, and quite simply, whoever they're thinking of hiring next, that coach that's coming in better make sure he thinks he can have a good relationship with Robert Griffin, because if not, he's going to be doomed from the word go. And, there was some regular coaching decisions Mike Shanahan made that led to him getting fired. I'm not putting it all on RG3, but certainly you look at the deterioration of the relationship between Robert Griffin and Mike Shanahan. I think that was a big reason why he was let go. On his defense, obviously this year, amongst the worst in the league, if not yardage given up wise, the worst in NFL history. All right, some of that is going to come back on the head coach as well. So certainly a lot of things contributed to the firing of Shanahan, but none more, in my opinion, than the damaged relationship between him and Robert Griffin, a guy that this franchise gave up multiple picks for and have a belief in moving forward, more so, obviously, than they do in Mike Shanahan. So moving forward, Shanahan's gone now. So, there's no more blaming him for what goes on from here on out. It's about getting a coach in there, all right, that can turn around that defense and be a positive influence on RG3 in his development. And I think there's some guys out there that can do that. I think there's going to be a misnomer in this coaching search that people think they're going to jump at, the next hot offensive assistant to sort of bring RG3 along as a head coach. I think they should go defensive side of the ball, get that side of the ball shored up, okay, because it's so bad right now, and bring in an offensive coordinator and even maybe a quality quarterbacks coach to bring RG3 along. I think that's the better course of action for this franchise. I think you have guys like Lovie Smith, first and foremost, who I think would be an excellent fit in Washington. You have Mike Zimmer, okay, who is obviously involved in the playoffs, so we'll see how long the Redskins are willing to wait to interview him if they want to interview him. If they decide to not go on the defensive side of the ball, you'll have the normal suspects, Jay Gruden, Darrell Bevell, David Shaw from Stanford, certainly be in the mix. But again, I think they need to shore up that defense along with bringing along RG3. So I think hiring a defensive-minded guy and getting a quality offensive coordinator and quarterback coach is the way to go for them. And again, I hate to keep on harping on this, but you need to get a guy, okay, that beforehand can mesh well with RG3 and sort of take this organization forward. The commitment to Robert Griffin has already been made. And that's a commitment right now I agree with. But he's had one very good season, one average to bad season. So how does he come out of this? 1 full year removed from that injury. I think he has potential to come out of it very well, but this coaching hire is absolutely crucial. And we'll see what Daniel Snyder and Bruce Allen come up with here. I expect it to be a long search because of the importance of the hire here. But let me know what you guys think of Shanahan being fired and how the Redskins should move forward here. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I preview and recap every NFL game all year. I do the same in the playoffs. I do breaking news elements and also cover the draft in the offseason. 365 days a year, all NFL football right here on my YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.